And I tell my new recruits, if you have a phone, you have power, you have a computer, you have leads, you're dangerous.
I want to get into your lead flow and then your schedule, right? Because if I'm coming from corporate America and I'm used to getting up at 5:36, and whether I work out or don't and have a family, and then I got to get the family off, or I have to leave before the family gets off, and I got to be at the office by 8 or 9, then I'm there till 5 or 6, and then I'm home, right? That's my life as a corporate exec, a corporate employee. And then how you're parlaying that discipline or that structure into your new insurance business, because that's what a lot of people miss, right? They go, well, I'm self-employed now. I'm going to go to coffee with a girlfriend at 9, and then I got to work out. I got to work Pilates class at 11:30, and I'll probably start down between 2 and 4 and see what happens, right? So I want to hear your schedule. But one of the things that I really love that you shared about Andrew and Zach is just getting right into IULs. And if we think about the other acronym-based IMOs, now there's no secret. FFL, the American Agency, FFL USA, all our Family First Life, right? Our parent company. We are one of other IMOs, insurance marketing organizations. We think we're the best, and we know we're the best, but there's a bunch of others that exist out there that start you at significantly lower compensation rates, charge you sign-up fees, monthly fees, CRM fees, back office fees, and they don't have leads. And they say, go talk to your friends and family and sell them a policy. Now, the policies, the majority of those other acronym-based IMOs, which are, those other IMOs, the policy that they lead with is an IUL. Why? Because generally the premium on an IUL is higher because you're buying something that has a death benefit, living benefits, and you're focused on cash accumulation, tax-free retirement. Now, if that's something I'm looking at getting, I'm comfortable paying a little bit more as a client, the $200, the $300, the $500 a monthly premium versus $60 for $10,000 of whole life. But that $200, $300, $500 a monthly premium at those other based companies with a 25 or 30% commission rate doesn't seem so bad because the monthly premium's better. You come over to FFL and you're getting 60, 70, 80, 90% commission rates on those IULs at those $200 and $300. It's just a better place to start. So it's a long way of me completely agreeing with you and saying that there's a reason why all these other companies that are big companies with significantly lower compensation rates and fees start people with IULs. So why don't we do that here? Well, we do. We do so much here. This is just another avenue. So I appreciate you sharing that and giving me a chance to kind of go down that path and help people really see, like, that's why other companies lead with this, because it doesn't hurt so bad having a 25% commission rate when you're selling a $500 policy, because it still feels like a good paycheck. But imagine you can sell that $500 a month policy at a 60, 70, 80, 90% commission rate, which we get people here at FFL all day long. So
Something that, like, I like to praise Sean Mike about, and this man is somebody that came from another IMO that held him down and only let him achieve so much. And he created his own. And he let people like Grady and my nephew and Zach build their own table and eat whatever they want on their table. He's never held anyone back. And that's one thing that is amazing about that man, because a lot of people, their egos are way too big and they don't want no one to outshine them. In a sense, I know he's the top, but still, they kind of held people down. Sean's never done that. And he's always said, if the agents if you give them a high comp, they're going to work hard for you. And he got laughed at when he invented what he invented, because he came from a place where, 30% was the highest comp. And now he's like, well, I'm going to start my agents way higher. And they told him he'd be out of business in 2 years. And now he's got the biggest IMO in the country. So, and not only does he have the biggest IMO, Andrew created Lead Center and they actually patented that. So
yeah,
I buy through Lead Center. And the reason why I buy through Lead Center, and I buy outside of it as well, but I like Lead Center for two reasons. One, they have a real-time campaign. When I first started, you could buy a county. And if you were new and a Grady Paulson was in front of you, he already bought all the counties. So you couldn't get any leads out of those counties. Now they have it where you can do it real time by county, and then they'll create leads within that county in our ILC. That's important because if you're somebody that still likes to go in home, you want to door knock, you want to do certain things, there's an opportunity. It takes a second for them to generate those leads, but they can generate fresh leads for you real time in those counties. The other thing I like about it is I can just turn an IUL campaign on, $800 a week, and they're going to generate leads. And after $800, they turn it off, and then next week it starts over again. So I do that. I also buy in the free marketplace. I poke around. I'm in 42 states. I will go to 50 soon. I don't know if I'll ever do Alaska, and I don't think I'll do
Alaska's
Oregon.
fine. Get out of New York. Just and you don't need Puerto Rico. But there's a lot. What's
I
wrong with
don't have Puerto Rico. That's like $6,700. One of my agents tried
It's
to get me to
not
get
cheap.
that. I'm like, you're nuts, dude. Ain't nobody buying over there.
I don't even
But
know what we have. I don't even know what carrier we have. I think we don't even have. We have maybe AmAm. I don't even know what we have. But
but
yeah, we got off
the,
the topic there.
but the trick is, guys, you
Yeah,
have to get
Clark's
more
over here in
states.
Alaska. Clark, you just take all the Alaska leads you want. Uncle Jimmy's, he doesn't eat. Don't need it.
They're yours, baby. All 7,000 people are yours, man. I'm not
There's
going
like half a
canoes. I'm
million
not
people in
doing it. I'm
Alaska.
not. I'm
Alaska's
good.
huge.
But
Hey,
this is
polar
the
bears
thing.
need
The
insurance
state
too.
is huge. The population is not huge. It's very small, like Nevada. Like I don't even sell in Nevada, and I live here because there's only 3 million people. When I can go sell in Arizona and shoot, I think there's 7 million just in Phoenix. So again, the trick is, in my opinion, is you're going to want a lot of states. And the reason why is because it's going to give you a better opportunity to purchase leads. Okay. The more states you have, the more opportunity you have to get leads. And if you're just going to work one or two states, they better be like Texas or Florida or Georgia, something where there's a huge demand and you're good at it. But truly, if you want to grow your business, you're going to want to grow your states as well. And by doing that, you're going to get more opportunities to buy leads. So I like the ILC, and this is why. They're compliant and they scrub their leads. Okay. So if something happens and you accidentally call someone, they're on the do not call list, you're not going to get a nasty email or a text saying, I'm going to just distortion, basically. I'm going to sue you because I'm on the do not call list because you bought it through the ILC. They scrubbed it. Their lawyers are going to step in for us at integrity and protect us. I like being protected under the umbrella. I know everyone's got their lead vendors. I know, but are they compliant? Because your license is on the line, not theirs, yours. And you got to be very careful out there. And I don't know, the ILC just, they're always there. Sometimes I have to get up at midnight and then I start buying at 12:05 because, you're competing against the Grady's and the Zacks of the world. But if you do that, especially like tomorrow, there's a sale. I'll be up at midnight tonight and I'll go poke around and I'll go buy my 50% off leads. And
Love
then I'll go back to sleep and then I'll wake up at 5:30 and then I'll hit the floor, take my shower. That's something I like to do too. So what my
it. Yeah.
schedule's like
Under your
this. Here's
schedule.
my
Yeah.
schedule. Here's my schedule. I get up at 5:30. I punch my dog around. I'm in the shower. I'm usually ready by about 6 and then I
What does
start.
that mean? Punch my dog. Is that taken for a walk in
It
in
could be
Spanish?
taken for a walk. She likes to wrestle. She likes to chase the ball. It could be whatever. I just call it punching the dog because my dog's pretty aggressive. When she wants me up, she just jumps on me. It's crazy. So she's a Shar-Pei. So Kuma, her name's Kuma. We call her Kumi. She'll just wake me up when it's time. So it's usually about 5:30. My wife's already at work, by the way. My wife gets up at 3 a.m.
What does she
So
do?
she's already at work. So we're an early household. We go to bed early, we get up early. So by 6 o'clock, I'm checking my calendar. I usually set my appointments starting at 6:30 on the East Coast, and I start working. And sometimes, a lot of times, I work from home, and then I'm in the office because Andrew's got a beautiful office here. I like to use it. More people in Vegas should come to the office because you'd learn a lot if you came. But the I'm here about 9 o'clock, and then I usually work until about 4:30. Go home, eat dinner, and then I'll talk to agents. And I have night appointments, so I work the West Coast from like 6 o'clock to 9 o'clock. So my schedule really, honestly, revolves around my activity, and it revolves around when my clients need me. So a lot of clients, I don't just work during the day. It's, hey, I can only, Jim, you can call me after 7 o'clock at night. Okay, well, I'm going to call you at 7:30. Let's pencil it in. So I work around my clients' schedules. And that's how my business was too. When I was in corporate America, man, we would have certain DJs coming in at midnight, and that's when I had to work. So I'm used to my schedule being all over the place. I don't have a set, I work from 9 to 5. I've never really worked like that. In the hospitality business, it is what it is. And when you're working shows, your days are longer. There's load ins, there's load outs, there's a lot of things that can happen. You got to go to the bank, get money. Well, working insurance, if you think of it like that, my dialing is breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Okay. My appointments are breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I mean, it's whenever the client's available. And I always ask them, hey, Grady, 1 through 10, how serious are you about keeping this appointment? Because I'm super busy and I'm actually double booking you. And if Grady says he's on a 5, okay, I'll put you in, but I'm not taking Grady very seriously. And I'm probably going to give him a little pushback. If he tells me it's an 8 or 9, I'll be like, 8 or 9? Okay, so that's like 100% to me. So I'm definitely calling them before my other booked appointments because they gave me a standard number that I like. One day I don't like to work is Sundays, and it's not because of football. I just feel like I need one day off, and I've always taken Sundays off. Even in corporate America, I'd work 6 days just to get Sunday off. I was okay with that because I like Sundays off. And I'll tell people, hey man, I can only get you on Sunday. How serious are you? Because that's my only day off. And I'm gonna bug the shit out of you if you do not answer your phone when I call you when you told me you're a 9. I'm gonna call you all day long. I'm gonna text you, I'm gonna blow you up. No, no, I'll answer. Okay, because that's a day I don't like to work, but I want to help you. And that's the only kind of thing I don't like is Sundays. Otherwise, my schedule's available. My wife gets mad. So we're going on vacation. Our 28th anniversary is coming. And I wanted to go to Hawaii because I wanted to go work. I have leads in Hawaii and she likes to sleep in and I wanted to go run some appointments, see if I can get in homes and try it out. Because I heard Josh and Alondra and everybody telling me how great it is.
Yeah.
So I was like, yeah, we should go to Hawaii. And she's like, yeah, I'll book it. Guess where she booked? The Bahamas. You know why? I can't work. She
Yeah.
cut me off. Bink.
The flight alone to the Bahamas is going to be, yeah, I mean, from got it. Very, very tricky, spouse. What does she do up at 3 in the morning?
So she just gets ready for her job. She works at the airport. She's been there 31 years.
Oh, wow. That's
Yeah,
cool.
so she's getting ready to retire, and not me though. I mean, if I can have anyone take anything away from this, this is a job that you can do when you're super old. You can do it in a wheelchair. Again, as long as you can talk and you can type, you really don't even need to type, but as long as you can talk, you can sell insurance and you can help families. And that's something I was always looking for. I was looking for something that I like to do. I was looking for something that made me excited. And I don't know any of you new agents out there, but if you've sold a couple policies in a day, you get it's like this, it's crazy. It's you
Phenomenal.
don't want to stop.
No.
And then it's like this adrenaline rush. And that's something I've always got when I worked in the restaurant business because you have a sold out show, there's all this intensity. Well, when you're selling policies and you're putting it in your little chat, it's the same feeling. It's this adrenaline rush. It's a turn on. And that was something I was really looking for. And life insurance actually checks that box tenfold because not only does it pump your adrenaline, it pumps your bank account. And there's nothing better. I mean, you work, it's crazy because I was so programmed to go to corporate America, to go to bricks and mortar. You had to have a degree. You had to get a job with with a health insurance. You had to get a pension. You had to have a 401k. That's not true because my nephew, he doesn't have any of those things. You know what he did? He got into life space. He put his head down. He worked super hard and he set up for the rest of his life. And he broke the mold in our family because we're a very conservative family. And my mother, his grandmother, told him he shouldn't quit his Stater Brothers job because he can get benefits. There's a pension. You're gonna ruin your life. When he was 18 years old, and thank God Andrew quit, right? Because he showed me, his uncle, a different way to make money, a different way to run a business, a different way to live your life. I mean, it's just been a pleasure for me, man. I mean, it has definitely made me feel healthier. It's definitely made me feel better about myself because I feel it's rewarding. It's not like I'm selling a vacuum cleaner to some family for 2,500 bucks that we all know they don't need. You know what I mean? I'm not some creepy salesman that's gonna rock you for 2,500 bucks for something you don't need. I'm actually giving you something so when tragedy happens, I'm gonna hand your family a check and take care of them. And to me, that's just it's so rewarding. And it's something that like and that's the story I always tell to recruits. Hey man, we're not selling a vacuum cleaner for 2,500 bucks to a family you know doesn't need it. It's not the case. We're trying to find what their budget is and what their needs are and what their why is and finding something that's affordable for them. So when tragedy happens, they're taken care of in the end.
Amen, bro. Amen. Amen.